Broadcasting live from the Dream Hotel here on South Beach, Miami Music Week. It's the Casablanca Pool Party, and it is straight vibes. We've got another one of these amazing DJs we've been talking about, sliding through all afternoon.
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
No, man, I'm great. It's been an absolutely epic afternoon so far, so I'm glad that you got a second to sit down and chop it up. How are you feeling about the Miami vibes?
Good. Yeah, this is my first time kind of getting to spend some time here. It's like the whole city feels like one big party this week. It's crazy. So like, it's a lot of fun.
This is your first time in Miami?
Properly, I've spent like less than 24 hours here before. So.
Were you on a flight? Was it like a
No, I had like one gig, but it was like land, play a show, and this is like start of my career, so it's like really small show and like played the show and then like left like 4 hours after, so it was like I didn't get to see any of it, so it's cool to get to like see the beach a bit and like.
So you are living your very best Miami
absolutely,
life right now. You are like, show me everything.
Trust me, like
I want to go to Ocean Drive.
I want to jet ski.
I want to go across the bridge. You better take me to the Wynwood Walls. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Are you feeling inspired?
Yeah, absolutely. Always inspired.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit about some of the music that you're working on, because clearly we were talking before we jumped on camera. You've got a lot of things.
Yes, so I've been doing this 3-part concept record. So basically the concept of the record is the 3 parts of dusk, dark, and dawn. So start of the night, middle of the night, end of the night, and the different music that kind of maps out that. So, you know, dusk was very disco influence, kind of like start of the night, easing everyone in. Dark was more club focused, and then so those both went out last year, and then I'm just finishing up Dawn, which is this kind of very down tempo, slightly like after party.
Is that I'm coming off my high?
Yeah,
and I didn't mean that literally.
No,
I didn't mean that literally.
Energy wise.
Yes. The
energy
of the music and everything else.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's just
you got to clarify.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying, before they take that and it's.
Of course, don't want it taken out of context, you know. So
that's dope. So when are we gonna get that?
So I've dropped 2 tracks off of Dawn so far, and then it will drop in April sometime, depending on how quickly I hurry up and get it done. But my manager's looking at me like, yes,
get it done.
Like get it done like tomorrow. So it'll drop in April time, and then just really gonna be releasing more collaborations and working on like an album beyond that at the moment. So I'm just trying to keep music rolling, really.
Lord have mercy. So you're about to drop an album and you're already eyes set on the next.
I have a couple of tracks towards the next project, just because like I was making some music in LA, and like I had an idea for what I wanted to do beyond that, so I kind of started it, but then he was like, you need to finish Dawn, because the finishing process is kind of like is the like not so fun part maybe, in terms of like mixing the tracks and like all the boring stuff, right? Like the fun bit for me is like creating the music.
Gotcha.
So I'm always like, whoa, make a new one, like instead of finishing what I have.
And then you just leave it with your sound engineer and all the other, you're like, please finish that.
Well, I've been mixing everything, so like. So he just has to like crack the whip, my manager, and be like, finish it. So unfortunately, it's like just me by myself finishing it. So.
You know what's really crazy though, as I think about all these artists that have kind of gotten into this EP lane, as I talk to more and more DJs, you guys kind of started that.
Right.
I feel like everybody that I've talked to today or like this afternoon, we have a different track coming out every single month this summer. The first project is going to come out in September or October. And I'm like, I feel like artists, like, cause not that you guys aren't artists, but artists that don't have a DJ talent are kind of biting that. We've been seeing that more and more lately.
I feel like music in general, with like streaming and the arrival of like new ways of digesting music, has kind of changed in the last couple of years. So like the rate at which people are digesting music is so insane, you know, like people have thousands of new tracks every single Friday. So a byproduct of that, you know, it's always quality over quantity, but it does mean that like you have to be making music quickly, really, in terms of and just supplying fans with more music, which, you know, means working hard and whatever, but people's attention spans are so short now. So I think that did maybe come from dance music in a sense, like you said, where, you know, people were just doing one-off club releases or little EPs, but everyone's kind of doing it now, and people are committing less to longer projects. Really.
For sure.
Yeah.
I also feel like it's because people expect a cohesive. When you listen to an album, like I love the fact that you have a 3-part concept album.
Thank you.
And it means each one means something, and there's a story being told.
Thank you.
Because there's nothing worse than getting an album with great music, but it's like you feel schizophrenic.
Right. It's
like you're all over the face, and your brain feels like it's been bounced off itself.
The reason for the concept, and like it took me a while before I wanted to do an album, because like when I first started, it was just felt like I was making 10 tracks for the sake of making 10 tracks. But so I took a minute to really work out, like, if I was listening to a project, like, what would I want to hear in that? And like once I had the idea for this kind of following the trajectory of a night out, I was like, you know, some of my favorite experiences in my entire life are through nightlife and festivals.
I bet they are.
Yeah, I've had some good times.
Shall we talk about some of those times?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe when that little red light is off. So Ashley, before you get out of here because I know it's busy and you've got a lot of hands to shake and a lot of people to network with. I do want to ask you, who are some people that you are listening to right now that maybe we should be looking out for? Collaborations you would hope to lock down in the future?
Yeah, I'd say in terms of some new artists, there's a young guy called Coltrane with a 3 instead of the E in the middle. He's like amazing young guy. He's like 18 from London. He's a friend of mine. Completely different lane, but a guy called Bruno Major makes some really beautiful like singer-songwriter music. He's one of my favorite songwriters. And then in terms of dream collaborations, I would love to work like Anderson .Paak, Chance the Rapper, maybe Kevin Parker of Tame Impala. I love Tame Impala, so that would be crazy.
I love that you said Anderson .Paak. Like that's very cool.
Oh god, I'm such a fan. Like he's insanely talented. So
I guess we have some big things to expect from you.
Hopefully, I mean, if I'm able to secure that, then I better start doing some work.
You want to get that Dawn out. Yeah. Like I'm just saying, I might be co-signing with the manager.
Okay, okay, I'll crack on. I'll get it done.
How can we follow you on social media?
At SGLewis_ on Instagram, Twitter. Like that's where I'm most active. So.
I love it, and we're gonna be following along your Insta story. Considering this is your first time in Miami, keep it interesting.
Okay, right. I'm gonna have to start updating, see what happens, see what trouble we get into.
I love it. Thank you so much for stopping by Hits Hotel, my love.
Thanks so much.
Lovely to meet you too. Hits Hotel 2019. Keep it locked right here. The new Hits 97.3.